Good evening. Welcome to the 2023 FCPS Retirement Ceremony. I am Sherry Wilson, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. It gives me great pleasure to be here to honor our retirees this evening. Tonight, we celebrate the incredible talents, accomplishments, and memorable moments of our retirees. Each one of you had your own special career journey, and we are excited to hear your stories. Some of you started with FCPS right out of high school or college. A few of you were career switchers. Some began as a substitute teacher or trained to become a bus driver. No matter how you came to work at FCPS, and no matter how long you've worked for us, we thank you for saying yes to FCPS. Each of your talents and contributions to Fairfax County Public Schools have played an integral role in building a solid foundation for a diverse and encouraging community. Before we get started, I would like to introduce a few special guests. First, we have several members of our school board who will be congratulating our honorees tonight. I would like to ask each board member to stand as I call your name. First, we have Rashna Sizemore Heiser, Chair, Member at Large. Abrar Omesh, Member at Large. Elaine Tolan, Drainsville District. Dr. Ricardi Anderson, Mason District. Additionally, we have several members of our leadership team and other FCPS guests here tonight. First, we have Dr. Michelle C. Reed, Division Superintendent. Dr. Frances Ivy, Deputy Superintendent. Dr. Sloan Presidio, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Nardis King, Interim Chief Equity Officer. Lisa Hall, Chief Experience and Engagement Officer. Gautam Sethi, Chief Information Technology Officer. Marty Smith, Chief Operating Officer. John Foster, Division Counsel. Dr. Michelle Boyd, Assistant Superintendent, Special Services. Chuck Fanshaw, Interim Assistant Superintendent, Facilities and Transportation Services. Marcy Neal, Executive Director, Office of the Superintendent. Noel Clemenco, Assistant Superintendent, Instructional Services. Esther Coe, Auditor General. Kathleen Waltz, Executive Director, Professional Learning and Equity. And for our Region Assistant Superintendents, we have Douglas Tyson, Region 1. Fabio Zuluaga, Region 2. Grace Taylor, Region 3. Penny Gross, Region 4. And Rebecca Bainick, Region 5. Later in the ceremony, members of our leadership team will honor our retirees by reading their profiles. Next, we would like to honor the friends, family members, and principals or supervisors for supporting our retirees as they gave their time, talent, and energy to the students in Fairfax County. Would all of you please stand? We would also like to give a special thank you to several individuals who helped make tonight special. Ann Bonatadabas, the principal of Thomas Jefferson High School, and her amazing staff for all of their support. And also members of the HR team and the retirement ceremony volunteers working behind the scenes, providing logistical and technical support, and for making sure that this evening is a memorable one. Let's also give them a hand. I would also like to recognize our team of retirement counselors at ERFC who helped guide so many of you through this process. You may have noticed the fun photo area at the reception. ERFC is celebrating its golden anniversary this year. For 50 years, FCPS has been the only school division in Virginia to offer this second retirement to employees. You all won that golden ticket this year. Your retirement check is in the mail. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Schools to provide some remarks, Dr. Michelle Reed.
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. And could we give Dr. Wilson a hand for... So good evening, everyone, and welcome to each of you. And this looks amazing. It's definitely an opportunity this evening to be grateful for all that we have, the abundance of opportunities over these many years, and the opportunity to be in community this evening and to share our grateful thanks for the contributions of so many among us. I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of this evening that marks the beginning of a new path, a new season, perhaps, for many of you that we're honoring this evening. This is an important milestone, and it's a time to celebrate the contributions each of you have made. I'm told in the room we have an accumulation of 3,700 years of experience. Let's give that up, huh? That is amazing. The legacy that you're leaving behind is one that we're going to be grateful for a long time to come. Those staff that'll stand on your shoulders next, and those students to follow will forever benefit from the work and the contributions each of you have made. I'm reminded of something William Arthur Ward once shared, and he shared that there are 3 keys to more abundant living: caring about others, daring for others, and sharing with others. So tonight, we're here to celebrate your caring, your daring most of the time, and your sharing with others. We're here to celebrate the many ways in which you touched our students, our colleagues, our staff, one another, and our community. I think often in education, we don't know the power of our impact for many years. Right? It's often we're in the grocery store aisle or at a gas station or somewhere, and someone comes up to us and says, "Remember when you said," or "I remember when you did," and that's when you realize the impact you've made. This is a journey in a profession that leads to so many transformational opportunities, and sometimes we don't see them right away. But know that your contributions have taken root and will help us be stronger in our mission. Just last week, we had our Fairfax County Hall of Fame event, and we honored 12 individuals who've made contributions nationally and globally. And every single one of those 12 talked about an educator, a staff member at Fairfax County who made a difference in their lives. Several of them mentioned a second grade teacher, a bus driver, someone on the playground, an instructional assistant that made sure that their dreams were heard and their ideas had value. And these people have gone on to impact the entire nation and could trace it back to somebody sitting in a chair just like you. And I just think that's a powerful legacy that educators have. I imagine that many of you became educators because of someone who had that same impact on you. And as this ripple continues, our community grows stronger. It's often been said that when you do things for yourself, those are gone when you're gone. But when you do things for others, that legacy lives on long after you're gone. More than 154 of you are here tonight in person with your family and friends and those watching to celebrate your commitment to our collective future by supporting our students. Many of you are also online from across the country, and we welcome you to this celebration. I wish each of you well as you explore the next chapter of your life, whether it brings travel, time with family, or some much-deserved rest and relaxation, or, dare I say, you might come back and continue to be part of, come on. It's my deep hope and my fervent prayer that many of you will consider keeping that strong tie to our division. I honestly, as I've been out in schools and departments and out in areas all across this community, I have heard how important our experienced educators and staff are in every role to our young people coming in. We need you to stay connected. So please continue to make a difference by staying connected. And thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our public school division. Congratulations on your retirement, and God bless. And so it is my pleasure to introduce our school board chair, Ms. Rachna Sizemore-Heiser. Let's welcome Ms. Sizemore-Heiser.
Thank you very much, Dr. Reed, and thank you especially to all of you, our educators, our staff, our families of our educators and staff. I know the sacrifices you have made, and to our leadership team, principals, and all of those who've supported your work for our students. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations on a well-deserved retirement. On behalf of the Fairfax County School Boards and my colleagues who are here today, as well as my colleagues who couldn't be here tonight but who send their well wishes, I want to extend our deepest appreciation and gratitude for all you've contributed to FCPS and the students. As Dr. Reed mentioned, there's over 3,700 years of service in this room. What amazed me is the number of people in this room who have 30 and 40 years of service to FCPS. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's amazing. It's amazing. But honestly, we all talk about numbers, but the real story here today is the time, the commitment, and the love that you have brought to your classrooms, to your students, and to the workplaces that you have served in each and every day. And the difference that all of you have made, everyone in this room, teachers, staff, administrators, in the lives of countless children each and every day. I think of the bus driver who taught my son to not be scared of the bus so he could go to the school with everybody else. That was a huge difference you made in his life. And we see this, as Dr. Reed mentioned, at the grocery stores, but even everywhere, even at the Oscars, right, where Daniel Schneider, who won the Oscars for Best Picture, Director, and Original Screenplay, thanked several of his teachers, saying, "These are the teachers that changed my life," mostly public school teachers. We teach everybody in public school. We don't care who you are, where you come from, we teach you and we love you. And that's the beauty of the work you have done. And I've seen this firsthand. There are so many amazing FCPS teachers and staff who quite literally have changed kids' lives, including my own. And one of them is here today, so if you don't mind me taking a moment of mom privilege, I want to thank Mr. Ariel Mirabel, who nonchalantly and creatively gave a space in the theater program for a kid in all self-contained academic classes, changing his life, giving him lifelong friends, and a place to belong and shine. I will be forever grateful, and what I know is his story is just one of many of what you all have done. So this isn't about him, this is about what you all have brought. This is one bucket. Think of the children like my own kids whose lives are forever brightened, who have learned how to shine. Think of the leaders you have trained and the world that's going to be a better place because of what you have done. Think of the students you've supported on your buses, on the playgrounds, in the cafeteria, the administrators who've supported those who are doing the work. From one mom, from a school board full of parents, thank you. All of you have done this. Inside the classroom, outside the classroom, you have been a critical part in helping FCPS meet every child by name and by need, or as I like to say, by name and by strength. Being successful at this work often requires the support and understanding of loved ones. I'm really thrilled to see the family members here. I'm thrilled to see the friends here. Thank you for celebrating your loved ones today. Thank you for walking alongside them all of these years, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Thank you for your sacrifices. And thank you for the support and love you've shown FCPS. I know I speak for all my colleagues when we say we are going to miss you. Your experience and your dedication will be missed, and your gaps will be seen. And we may not see them on a day-to-day basis in FCPS, but you have left FCPS forever changed for a better place. And most importantly, you have left our students forever changed in a better way. And we will watch them thrive and shine. And through them, and through what they're doing, we will see your love. Please enjoy every minute of your retirement. You have deeply earned it, and you will be missed. Thank you. This is a pattern here. And now I would like to recognize and invite Dr. Francis Ivey, our Deputy Superintendent. Is that, no? Never mind. This is what happens when you have a board chair who gets emotional. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman Sizemore Heiser, for those kind and very heartfelt words. I would like to ask Dr. Reed and Dr. Francis Ivey, Deputy Superintendent, to take their places, and for the school board members to please come to the stage to form a receiving line. Chief Operating Officer Marty Smith will be also joining me at the podium momentarily to read names. While everyone is getting in place, let me give you the rundown on this evening's proceedings. Each retiree will come up to receive an award when their name is called. Retirees will then have their photo taken, followed by congratulations from our school board. We will begin by honoring those retirees with 5 to 9 years of service by presenting them with a certificate. Colleagues with 10 to 24 years of service will be honored with a plaque. We will conclude the evening by presenting an engraved clock to those honorees with 25 years of service or more to FCPS. We will take a few minutes to reset, and then we will begin our recognition. Penny Gross has joined me up front, and she will be our first leadership team member to read profiles this evening. Our first retiree is Raquel Francis, 5 years.
Raquel, who is from Puerto Rico, began her FCPS career working as a family liaison at Lemon Road Elementary. Her passion for helping others and being a self-starter made this a perfect fit. Though she has only 5 contracted years in FCPS, she worked 24 years at Brookfield Elementary and 20 years at Liberty Middle School in an hourly role. She enjoyed every day to the fullest helping families and resolving situations as they arose. Congratulations, Raquel.
Rosalba Sandoval, 5 years.
Rosalba took great pride in her work. At the elementary school, she was well known for her efficiency and her unwavering positive attitude. As a result, she was honored as the FCPS Food Service Worker of the Year. Children were drawn to her because she always greeted them with a smile and treated them with kindness and respect. She will be dearly missed by all.
Tia Washington Davis, 5 years.
Tia has worked as a K-12 professional in various capacities throughout her entire career. Being an FCPS technology support specialist at the end of her career has been her most rewarding role. The kindness and professionalism of colleagues around her made her shine. She has made lifelong friends, and she will always look back fondly on her days in FCPS. Tia says it has been a privilege and an incredible blessing. Thank you, Tia.
Stella Zockley Perez, 5 years.
Yay, Stella Lake Braddock Bruin. In 2000, Stella switched from corporate America and commuting to Washington, D.C. to be closer to home at FCPS, serving as a family liaison at Lake Braddock Secondary School and Saratoga Elementary. Her career was transformed. For the past 22 years, it has been her privilege to have served thousands of international parents and their children, helping them to make the U.S. and especially Fairfax County their home. Best wishes, Stella.
Kay Barber, 7 years.
A colleague said, "It has been my honor to work with Kay Barber. Her sense of humor, patience, and kind heart got me through the pandemic when I was new to our school. Kay sponsors after-school activities like the running and gardening clubs, and is evident how much her former students respected and loved her. Kay is open to trying new ways of doing things and has her colleagues back in and out of the classroom. You will be missed, Kay."
Okay, I'm going to pause just for a moment to announce that 2 cars are blocking other vehicles from leaving. Hyundai plate UAN 1571, and also Infiniti plate FL 93AH. Thank you for moving your cars. Okay, so next we have Suzanne Marletto, 8 years.
Throughout her career journey, from young English teacher often getting stopped for a hall pass in the hallway, to FCPS mom and volunteer, to her current IT position, software developer at Wilton Woods Center, Suzanne supported and will continue to support the American school's ideal that excellent public education is necessary for a strong democracy. Suzanne will miss her associates and the work, supporting and testing various applications for employees, students, and parents, including HR, payroll, which I hope continues to work after her exit, and online access. Congratulations, Suzanne.
Next we have Edby Purdue, 9 years.
Yay, love for Edby in the house. He moved here from Bolivia to Virginia in 2002. He started working with FCPS as a van driver in 2015. He enjoys working with the special education students and feels that even as a driver, he has made a difference in many lives. He is now retiring along with his wife, and they plan to travel to share God's love with others, enjoy grandkids, and ride their motorcycle, trusting God every step of the way. Best wishes, Edby.
Betts Thomas, 9 years.
As a retiring elementary school teacher, Betts Thomas spent the last 10 years dedicated to shaping the minds of tomorrow's leaders, or at least trying to keep them from eating glue. With a knack for keeping order in a classroom full of sugar-high children, Mrs. Thomas has become a master of the art of patience, persuasion, and occasional bribery with gold stars. She leaves a legacy of learning, laughter, and lost pencils. Congratulations, Betts.
Kenny Jackson, 11 years.
In 2011, a newlywed from Innova Health System, he began his journey with FCPS as a building supervisor at Clearview Elementary School. Little did he know that his journey would last 12 years. After finishing his career as a plant operations monitor out of the Sideburn facility, thousands of students, teachers, principals, staff, and parents have crossed his path. Kenny was privileged to be responsible for providing a clean and safe school building for the students and staff. Congratulations, Kenny.
Okay, our next reader is Fabio Zuluaga.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Our next honoree is Ayodele Okewo, 12 years.
A laminated mini poster from the student leadership Blue Family and the rest of the South County reads, "The star of the week, Mr. Okewu. O, out of this world for his contributions. K, kind skin. E, engaging in the community and his students. O, outstanding communicator and listener. W, worthy of all South County's love. O, our school personal ping pong master." Congratulations on your retirement, Odili.
And next we have Tamara Calvin with 13 years.
Tamara has been an educator for 40 years. In her 13 years at FCPS, she opened the Early Head Start program at Dogwood Elementary and served in the early childhood as a mentor, coach, and resource teacher. She has been instrumental in leading and improving the Early Start program across FCPS, as well as creating and implementing the multi-tier systems of support, socio-emotional development, and professional development. Tamara will continue to promote early childhood as a consultant and volunteer. Congratulations, Tamara.
Denise Corcoran, 13 years.
20 years ago, Denise was diagnosed with cancer, and she said, "I can't die yet. I never got to be a teacher." Denise learned every day is precious and hopes she passed her passion for life and learning to her students. She strived to teach them to find beauty in everything she sees, to build self-confidence in their own ideas, and the skills and craftsmanship to create for themselves, to truly live an artist's eye. Best wishes, Denise, and thank you.
Gary Steele, 13 years.
Gary's life was surrounded by family where learning and caring was essential tools for success. His 30-year journey in education supplied both of these needs. Looking at how a young person's life changed was the highlight of his career. This now rewards Gary for going forward into a new journey, guided by education into retirement. Best wishes, Gary, and congratulations.
Karen Bell, 14 years.
A former student said, "Karen's love for mathematics and her students inspired me and many others to always be curious about the world and compassionate to those around us. She always had high expectations for us. Her unwavering commitment to her students and a good sense of humor allowed her to find new and creative ways to help us understand the material. Karen, you'll be missed by your students, and your impact is going to be always remembered."
Carolyn Coleman, 14 years.
Carolyn Coleman taught in family and consumer science and was also a substitute teacher and an instructional assistant. All were very rewarding experiences in her career. She had to retire 1 year earlier to take care of her mom until her passing. However, Carolyn really did miss working. The word retire means leaving one's job for R, rest, E, energy, T, travel, I, ideal, R, restaurants, E, easy. Enjoy your retirement, Carolyn, and congratulations.
I love the creativity. Our next is Samina Butt, 15 years.
Samina's colleague said, I had the honor of working with Samina for several years at Irving Middle School. Samina was the instructional assistant in my special education classroom. IA doesn't really tell the whole story, though. She was there for the students in whatever capacity was needed. She intuitively knew how to help and instruct, and even she was named the Employee of the Month at my school. Best wishes, Samina, and congratulations.
Dick Kleiman Haga, 15 years.
All right. Dick retired from Xerox Corporation after 33 years and now is retiring after 15 additional years at FCPS. He wants to say thank you to his 5th and 6th grade Grand Road teachers, Mr. Wilshire and Mr. Powers, who helped him during a difficult time. He is a proud father of 4 children, all attended Grand Road Elementary just like that did. He will be forever grateful to FCPS for the help and opportunities extended to his family. Congratulations on your retirement, Dick, and thank you for everything you have done.
Peggy Gould, 15 years.
Catherine Bernard, class of 2023, said, "My first day of kindergarten in 2010, I was lost and found Mrs. Gould. From that encounter on, she has been a friend of mine to me and my family. She was a constant in my life throughout elementary school and watched me grow up. No matter how much I changed, I knew there would be someone to welcome me, and this has continued for all my 4 siblings. Congratulations, Karen, and thank you."
Wayne Kersey, 15 years.
As a retired from mortgage broker, Wayne joined the ranks of mentoring our youth in FCPS. He remarks how fulfilling it is when encountering past students that credit him with their success. Many thank him for never letting up or directing them to get serious with the school or risk failure. It takes a village. Congratulations, Wayne, and thank you.
And our next greeter is Lisa Youngblood Hall.
Okay. Our first retiree in this group is Yvette Robles, 15 years.
A parent of 2 former students said, "One of the best teachers my current high school senior had was Yvette Robles. She taught 2 of my children who are completely different, but we had the same result. Both boys came out of 3rd grade empowered and confident. She doesn't just teach the lesson, she teaches students to look within to find their strengths, overcome challenges, and thrive. I know as my oldest heads off to college, he will be prepared with lessons and confidence that he gained back in 3rd grade. We wish you well, Yvette."
Raina has 16 years.
Raina feels fortunate to have taught English learners at Herndon High School for the last 16 years. She learned from them as they shared their cultures, languages, immigration stories, joys, and sorrows. Raina's proud of her students' accomplishments. Their success is her success. She will cherish these memories. Congratulations, Raina.
O. Kwan, 16 years.
Jean No, counselor at Centerville High School, said, "Oh, Yon Kwan, a man of integrity, always goes above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that he helps people. He always has a smile on his face and approaches his life with a can-do attitude and positive outlook. He sets a good example for other employees. His genuine kindness touches people's hearts, and Centerville High School truly appreciated you. Jean No, and we do too."
Grace Loring, 16 years.
From From Marshall to Herndon, I'm sorry, you all have to think my favorite things as I say this. I will not sing it. From Marshall to Herndon, English learners and field trips, laughing and reading, co-teaching and mentoring, lit mag and read alouds, colleagues and newcomers, curriculum design and collaboration, readers theater and voice thread teaching with games, helping students transform an overheard projector into a Trojan horse. These are a few of her favorite things. When she's at home, missing teaching, and she feels sad, she'll simply remember her favorite things, and those memories will make her so glad. Congratulations, Grace.
Julie Yoakum, 16 years.
It is said, a leader inspires the team to reach their goals, always knows when to take control, determined to meet challenges with care, patient and calm with all she bears. With pride and care, she's light of hope, meeting exceptional needs no matter the scope. Part of the team, yet making it whole, being the center of the heart and soul. With a smile, she is solid as steel, strong in her faith, she overcomes any ordeal. Best wishes, Christina.
Edith Gutjar, 17 years.
Principal Satonia Dews shared, Edith has enjoyed working with such wonderful and caring staff at Bailey's Elementary School. In her role as an office assistant, Edith took great pride in the work she did to support the teachers, students, and families each day. It was a pleasure for her to be part of this journey. Congratulations on your retirement, Satonia.
James Kosha, 17 years.
After 30 years in middle management and being laid off twice, James was a pro driver. Think car commercials, professional driver, closed course, do not attempt. When someone suggested becoming a school bus driver, his children were active in robotics, requiring a school employee to be present. What a way to support both hobbies. While the pay wasn't as much as he claims he married for money, being told a sincere thank you every day was more fulfilling. Best wishes, James.
Tammy Negri, 17 years.
In both Tammy's personal life and her professional life as a special educator, her light shines bright. Not only are her school organization and data collection systems on point, but she also made a point to forge a connection with everyone she encountered. She's been the heart and soul of the Hughes Special Education Department, and they're blessed with her cheerful presence, consistent mentoring to fellow teachers, and always helpful advice, to fellow teachers, and always helpful advice. Congratulations on your retirement, Tammy.
Bernarda Paco, 17 years.
Berna started her journey in food service at Fairfax County Public Schools 17 years ago. She endured many bumps, laughs, burns, spills, and different challenges due to her tiny height that she never let get in the way of doing her job. She will miss her wonderful colleagues in different schools throughout the county and seeing the smiling faces of the children she saw every day. Best wishes, Berna.
And our next reader is Kathleen Waltz.
And our next retiree is Mona Abdelmaj, 18 years.
In 2005, a mother of 4 from Sudan began her journey with FCPS. Little did she know this journey would last 18 years. But as it said, all good things must come to an end, albeit a wonderful end. As a teacher at several elementary schools, thousands of kids and twice as many parents crossed her path. All Mona wanted to do was make a difference, and Mona feels privileged to have done so. Thank you for your service, Mona.
Rakia Kokar, 18 years.
Ms. Kokar served over 18 joyful years as an instructional assistant at Fairhill Elementary School. During her tenure, she has been privileged to assist numerous teachers and staff and has mentored thousands of students. Her dedication, strong work ethic, and positive attitude and spirit were always a blessing to have in the Fairhill community. She is and will continue to be missed. Congratulations.
Pamela Nicholson, 18 years.
Yeah, go Pam! Pam is a career changer and had a prior career as a paralegal for 20 years. She entered the teaching career when her kids were small, wanting a similar schedule. She did not expect that this change would have such an impact on her life. Pam discovered that she has a true passion for teaching and enjoyed all 18 years at Greenbrier West Elementary School. Congratulations on your retirement, Pam.
Peter Schmidt, 18 years. He has a fan club tonight.
Pete started as a bus driver and transitioned to the warehouse. He continued to drive for FCPS as a supply and pony driver for 18 years. The most enjoyable part of Pete's position was visiting all the delivery sites on his route. Pete's career with FCPS was enjoyable, and he gives thanks to the many wonderful and caring employees. The thanks is all ours, Pete. Congratulations.
Eileen Walsh, 18 years.
After a career in IT and a brief stint raising her son, Eileen started at FCPS as a substitute teacher. Much to her surprise, she found that she liked high school students and the small special education classes. 19 years, 3 schools, and a switch to general education later, Eileen is ready for the next chapter in her life. We wish you well, Eileen.
Elizabeth Kalagiri, 19 years.
In 2004, a seasoned teacher returned from living in England to begin an adventure in FCPS. She didn't realize the different directions her career would take, from special education to school-based technology specialist. The work entails all abilities and emotional levels from the very young to adults. Liz's Espitz experience at 3 FCPS schools has been the most rewarding experience of her life. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Clive Smith, 19 years.
Yeah, go Clive. A colleague states, Clive has been a source of high energy, lighthearted humor, and positivity at Key Center School for 19 years. He values our students and places a high priority on building strong relationships. This investment in relationship building consistently results in high levels of student motivation and active participation. Clive has touched the lives of countless students and their families, and we wish him the best upon his retirement.
So we're jumping into another decade. We have Marie Keating, 20 years.
Marie and her family moved from England to the United States 26 years ago. After volunteering in her daughter's school library, Marie's first position with FCPS was as library assistant at Colvin Run and Crossfield Elementary Schools, before transitioning into the main office as SIA registrar at Crossfield, Rocky Run Middle, and Fairfax High School. After 20 years of grateful service, Marie looks forward to spending time with her beloved husband and family. Congratulations, Marie.
Avisha Khalik, 20 years.
All right, Aisha. When she first joined Hybla Valley, she didn't know that this would be her home for the next 20 years. As Aisha retires, she is filled with gratitude for the opportunity to shape young minds and hearts. It has been an honor to be part of this school community and to have had the privilege of working with such talented and dedicated individuals. She says, thank you for the memories, the laughter, and the learning, and we thank you, Aisha.
And we welcome our next reader, Dr. Michelle Boyd, to the podium.
Our next retiree is Mary Matthewson, 20 years.
Extraordinary teacher, pillar of the West Potomac community, GSA ally, loving mother, friend. Mary inspires countless students and colleagues to go beyond the surface, to puzzle, to ponder, to ruminate, to dig deep, to find truth and meaning. She's known for her professionalism and blunt honesty. Next stop, sharing her passion for life and love for books in the sunny Florida Keys. Happy and safe travels, Mary.
KJ Such Diva, 20 years.
Stephanie Darley said, "This school year, I have been lucky enough to work closely with KJ. As she taught me the ins and out of being a high school assessment coach, she is endlessly patient and kind to both teachers and students, and always quick to see the positive in a person or a situation. Her strength and passion for both work and life has been inspiring. I am proud to call her my mentor and my friend. Best wishes, KJ."
Cesar Santa Maria, 20 years.
Throughout Cesar's 20-year career as a bus driver with FCPS, he enjoyed helping young kids and making a difference in their lives. Cesar assisted in making students feel special by providing individual attention and working with them to develop independence. Cesar worked with students with diverse needs and provided caring transportation to and from school. Mr. Santa Maria made an impression on his students and his coworkers. Enjoy your retirement, Cesar.
Patty Smith, 20 years.
2 states, 3 public and 1 private school, 4 different grade levels, a switch from teacher to librarian, hundreds of children of diverse backgrounds, and so many amazing colleagues later. Patty is retiring after 34 years. For Patty, teaching has been a big adventure of lessons, relationships, understanding, and reflections. She hopes that her efforts have left a positive impact on the people she's touched. Congratulations, Patty.
Beatrice Castanon, 21 years.
I think that's her support system right there. A colleague stated, "I have had the privilege to work with Ms. Castanon this year in the preschool autism class. From day one, I was in awe of how much Ms. Castanon goes above and beyond to make each student feel loved. She takes notice of each child's interests and will often bring things to the classroom that reflect those interests. She is always kind to each child. We will miss you, Beatrice." Congratulations.
Ella Flowers, 21 years.
Ella would like to acknowledge her family, friends, and colleagues for their support in her role as an educator. A former second grade student of hers wrote the following: "Thank you for all the teaching you've done. Now I know a lot. I'm glad you were my teacher because you were very, very nice. Maybe one day I'll be a teacher like you. P.S. You are a great teacher!" Exclamation point. Thank you for all your service, Ella.
Elham Hannah, 21 years.
A colleague states, "I will always remember Elham for her unwavering support and assistance. I've worked with her for 3 years, and she has always been happy and helpful, no matter what the request. Elham worked at Navy Elementary for 19 years and will truly be missed by everyone. Her shoes will be some large ones to fill." Congratulations.
Lori Kramers, 21 years.
Lori served FCPS for 21 years at Carl Sandburg Middle School and Thomas Edison High School in the ESOL and math departments. She started as a long-term sub at Sandburg and moved up to department chair. The highlight was always the students and the wonderful teams at both schools. Lori says thank you to FCPS and wishes the best for our county, our schools, and our children. Thank you, Lori, and congratulations.
Debbie Pardo, 21 years.
From Bolivia to the U.S., Debbie Pardo has dedicated her entire career to education, teaching, and interpreting in English, Spanish, and American Sign Language. A colleague said, "We are so fortunate to have had her at FCPS for 20 years. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and faithfully sharing your God-given talents. You made a difference in many lives. Congratulations on your retirement, and you will be missed."
Janet Boateng, 22 years.
Janet started working in FCPS as a temporary custodian in 2001. She was hired as a full-time custodian in 2002 at Fairfax High School. She then moved up to custodian 2 position at Rolling Valley in 2006. After 2 years, she became the building supervisor until her retirement. Rolling Valley became a second home for her. She loved the staff, the children, and the families. Thank you for your dedicated service to FCPS, Janet. Congratulations.
Precious Berger, 22 years.
27 years ago, Precious could have never imagined all the things she would experience as an educator. While receiving VEA's Award for Teaching Excellence, traveling to Peru on a NEAF Global Learning Fellow, and being chosen as a finalist for the FCPS Outstanding Teacher Award were among some of her career highlights. The best moments were always with the students, including the ones that would come back years later and tell her how much she meant to them. Congratulations, Precious.
Our next reader is Esther Coe.
And our next retiree is Ada Cuadrado, 22 years.
Ada moved to Virginia with her husband, who was a colonel in Army. She always wanted to teach, and since she has a chemistry degree, she decided to get credentials to become a chemistry teacher. While subbing at Mount Vernon High School, she was told about our George Washington University supported program to become a special education teacher. In addition to being a general education teacher, Ada has taught Spanish and math in special education. Enjoy your retirement, Ada.
Sue Fitzgerald, 22 years.
Sue started working at FCPS with 4 sons and ended up with 5. Listen to this. She met Akeem, her 5th son, at Forestdale while working as a special education instructional assistant when he was in 3rd grade. His parents were casualties of the Sierra Leone Diamond Wars. Now 26, Akeem has since graduated from ODU. Thanks to FCPS, she was inspired to finish her degree from UVA. She would greatly miss the laughter of her Springfield Estates Elementary School students and staff. We will miss you, Sue.
Carly Fuentes, 22 years.
Her assistant principal at White Oak says, Carly Fuentes, more commonly referred to as the child whisperer, brought her talents to FCPS at Center Ridge Elementary School for 22 years. She worked as a kindergarten and pre-K IA for many of those years and several years running a sensory room teaching children to regulate their emotions, build on their strength, and reach for their dreams. Thank you for making a difference. Your impact will be felt for generations.
Jean Galing, 22 years.
Jean initially taught art at Tara Center Elementary. A former student wrote that her favorite subject was art because Miss Galen was kind, the room was welcoming, projects were fun, many lessons connected to other projects. Jean later became a resource teacher in the Fine Arts office, writing curriculum, mentoring new teachers, and delivering professional development to art teachers. She has enjoyed sharing her love of art and education. Best wishes, Jean.
Faith Hurley, 22 years.
Okay, we will make that happen. Faith supervisor said, Faith Hurley is a true professional who has left a legacy of outstanding work ethic and excellent service. She is a caring, supportive teammate. Faith promotes a better understanding of cute language and transliterating by sharing her experience and knowledge within our school community. The students she has worked with are the luckiest of all. Faith's impact on their life is immeasurable. It has been an honor to work with, learn from, and supervise Faith. Congratulations, Faith.
Dennis Jenkins, 22 years.
Dennis worked on schools needing to be renovated and remodeled. He was assigned to the first 5-story elementary school in Falls Church. The building was initially used as an office building and was converted into a school in 7 months. For the rest of his time with FCPS, he worked on punch lists for high schools and middle schools. Best wishes in retirement, Dennis.
Robin Noonan Price, 22 years.
Since 2004, Robin produced the Meet the Author program. One big-named author hosted on the show was John Grisham. Robin has a funny story from that day. Listen to this. At 12:57 p.m., Mr. Gresham entered the studio, I think means 12:57 a.m. p.m., sorry. Mr. Gresham entered the studio for a 1 p.m. live show. He greeted everyone. While everyone trying to get him seated, he asked for a makeup person. The team looked at each other, was like, what he's talking about. Thankfully, one of Robin's colleagues walked over and powdered his nose. At exactly 1 p.m., the show began, just in time. Best wishes, Robin.
With 23 years, Kwame Adomako.
The assisting building supervisor says, Kwame has been an exceptional custodian at Marshall High School for 22 years. He plays a very important role when it comes to teamwork. The custodians also enjoy eating with Kwame during lunch break. Here is why. Because Kwame is the only African custodian who can eat all kinds of food from different countries like Vietnam, El Salvador, Mexico, Guatemala, Ethiopia during lunch. It made me hungry, I'm sorry. Marshall High School custodial lunch break will never be the same without Kwame. Congratulations.
And Anisha Chippa, 23 years.
Anisha spent 23 memorable years with FCPS in the food service industry. Along the way, he made lifelong friendships and everlasting memories. One of the wonderful things she was able to witness was how fast the children she served grew up, including her own 3 children who attended the same school where she worked. She will fondly remember her many years of service. Congratulations, Anisha.
And we welcome our next reader, John Foster.
Our next retiree is Steve Diamo, 23 years.
So Steve got into education because his wife thought he would be good at it. She knew he loved kids, history, and geography. After 33 years in the profession and after serving under 47 different principals, most at Glasgow Middle School, she was right. His career has been sustained by the wonderfully creative and inspiring colleagues and friends that he has had the honor to serve with over the years. Best wishes, Steve.
Jean Dellinger, 23 years.
So a colleague states, at Centerville Elementary School, our mantra is CES is the best, and Jean Dellinger is one of the best at CES. It is through her dedication, positive efforts, warm demeanor, and organized nature that she excels at everything. She can successfully work with sixth graders or pre-K students, organize testing materials, or lead a professional development session. Jean is the CES Swiss Army knife. She makes all situations better. Congratulations, Jean.
Pilar Otoya, 23 years.
Pilar spent 23 years with Fairfax County. She started at the tax department, went to work at the Community Services Board, then Family Services, and spent the last 7 years with the schools as a driver. She learned lots of wonderful things. She enjoyed her time with FCPS and thanks all of you for the wonderful experience. Thank you for your service, Pilar.
Glenn Peppel, 23 years.
Glenn came to Mount Vernon in the summer of 2000. George Washington worked here, right? George Washington also said goodbye at Mount Vernon. Nancy Batchelder confided in Glenn that, quote, it's better to go out while still liking it. Glenn still likes it. His English learners, his colleagues, the first day jitters, and last day hallelujah chorus all will be dearly missed. And Helen Keller was right. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. Congratulations, Glenn.
Michelle Pickard, 23 years.
Michelle Pickard has helped shape the perspective of generations of students with her love of literature, languages, and the arts. Using methods that are always challenging and fun, she has fostered in her classes a sense of beauty and a curiosity for the world around us. Beyond Fairfax County, Michelle will continue to pursue the same values she has instilled in her students. Like them, she is a lifelong learner. Best wishes, Michelle.
Teresa Williams Harris, 23 years.
Teresa is a loving, caring person who worked well with anyone. She was an excellent custodian supervisor, team leader, and coworker. She loved being in the midst of all the students on a daily basis. Once, she was helping a student find a lost retainer, which resulted in the search of a trash dumpster. She found the retainer, but was unable to exit the dumpster without without assistance from her custodial staff. Thank you for your service, Teresa.
Jane Graves, 24 years.
So a colleague said, Jane Graves is our cafeteria manager at White Oaks Elementary School. Not only is she a cafeteria manager, she is a Wonder Woman, master of disguise, and a baker of runaway gingerbread men. She has been Captain Limpty searching for lost treasure, a gingerbread baker, gingerbread woman, and always willing to help with kindergartners' crazy ideas. Jane, you are truly a gifted, giving, and amazing person. You will be missed, Jane.
Helen Resch, 24 years.
Helen began Helen began with FCPS as a school bus driver. She spent 5 years as a bus driver before taking a brief break. Realizing that FCPS was her dream career path, Helen returned to FCPS in 2003 as a bus driver, promoted in 2007 to bus driver supervisor, and again promoted in 2011 to a transportation supervisor. Helen loved and feels blessed to have worked for FCPS. She has met so many wonderful people along her path. Congratulations on your retirement.
Our next reader is Rebecca Bainick.
And our next retiree with 24 years is Robin Ward.
Robin is finishing her second career. She landed her FCPS dream job in 2000 after 20 years in private industry software jobs requiring frequent travel. Robin, raised in California, graduated from Loyola Marymount and UCLA. Her first career supported programs like the FBI fingerprint system, but none more important than what she and her team and IT data services built, the standard test framework. She will miss FCPS, but plans to travel, garden, research genealogy, and write. Enjoy your retirement, Robin.
Elizabeth Whitcomb, 24 years.
After 42 and a half years, Elizabeth is retiring as a special education teacher. Teaching reading has always been a passion, and seeing children move from non-readers to thinking, connecting readers always gave her a thrill. She taught 18 years in Prince George's County, Maryland, and spent 24 years at Holly Elementary in Fairfax County. It's time to give up IEP writing and have some fun. Enjoy your retirement, Elizabeth.
Telma Colindres, 25 years.
Telma was fortunate to work for FCPS while her children attended FCPS. A personal benefit was commuting with them. A fond memory she holds dear is of her son making the most of their long drive. Every day when approaching the off-ramp, he would yell an ode to his favorite book series, Captain Underpants. 25 years later, this memory was only made possible due to her employment at FCPS. Congratulations, Telma.
Russell Easter, 25 years.
While Russell Easter served as senior Army instructor of an award-winning Army JROTC program, West Potomac High School earned Honor Unit with Distinction status, the U.S. Army's highest ranking, as the result of 5 consecutive triennial formal inspections. As the school's assessment coach, he partnered with counselors, faculty, and school leadership to close achievement gaps impacting the school. He also served as president of the Minority Parents for Excellence in Education at Lake Braddock Secondary School. Congratulations, Russell.
Eva Eckenrode, 25 years.
Eva embodies thoughtfulness at every level. As a parent of 3 of her students said, it was both obvious and impressive to me how she put great care and consideration into her teaching. As her colleague, I was grateful for every interaction I had with Eva and even sought to emulate her mindful approach. It is this thoughtfulness, along with her kindness and humor, that has made such a beloved member of our community. Thank you for your service, Eva.
Kathy Fawcett, 25 years.
Mrs. Fawcett has made a positive impact on the lives of her students. A letter from a former student says it all. Thank you for all that you did for me. When I came to your class, I was new to this country and couldn't speak English. You helped me in so many ways and made me believe I could do anything. I will never forget you. Best wishes in your retirement, Kathy.
Linda Gillen, 25 years.
From a colleague, when I first approached Linda with this training idea, I asked for 2 things. Help teachers understand the content and show teachers how the content can be made accessible to all students in their Math 7 honors classes. I would say mission accomplished. Through the use of your teacher-created handouts and activities, songs, and Kagan structures, as well as your enthusiasm for mathematics, you set a high expectation for student success. Congratulations, Linda.
Caroline Goldstrom, 25 years.
With a passion for gifted education, Caroline spent most of her teaching career in the elementary classroom. This is where she felt she could make the most impact on students, as well as share her love for learning. Teaching was a wonderful career for her for so many years, and she'll miss the excitement and thrill of being with students. Best wishes in retirement, Caroline.
Renee Gorman, 25 years.
Renee's coworker said, "One thing I really value and love about Renee is how she has made a huge impact in many students' lives. I met Renee in 2007 when my mother had passed away. She helped my little sister understand these feelings of loss as a counselor. Ultimately, in 2017, Renee and I became colleagues. Renee has done so much for students and my family, and I will be forever grateful for her extreme compassion. Thank you for your service, Renee."
Beverly Goins, 25 years.
Beverly's entire 25 years of service with FCPS was at Whitman Middle School. Sharing similarities to the at-risk community, she grew up in New York City. The one word she would use to describe her season at Whitman is resilience. She was able to build relationships with students, families within the community, and some of the hardest working educators in the county. They formed a family for life. Once a wildcat, always a wildcat. Congratulations, Beverly.
We now welcome our next reader, Chuck Fanshaw.
Our next retiree is Nikki Holmes,
Yeah,
25
Nikki.
years.
Teacher, athletic coach, yearbook advisor, mentor, literacy coach, instructional coach. Never satisfied with the status quo, this passionate, national board-certified educator created innovative, engaging curriculum and lessons for students across grades 7 to 12 and for every learner level, remedial to advanced academic, for over 25 years. Nikki was a dedicated supporter of teacher learners through mentorship and instructional coaching. She even taught and mentored in foreign locales like India, Brazil, Scotland, and Prince George's County, Maryland. Best wishes, Nikki.
Nancy Wong, 25 years.
Nancy started her FCPS journey as a volunteer mom at her son's elementary school in 1999. For the next 25 years, she went from SIA at that elementary school to becoming an SIA at Oakton High School. As she said, "I will treasure the memories I have had with colleges, students, and families." Nancy feels honored that she was able to help those people that she encountered. She now can spend more time with her grandkids as she retires. Best wishes, Nancy.
Landu Kisinda, 25 years.
As a foreign language teacher and department chair, then instructional assistant, Ms. Kay was a team player and gave confidence to students who had a variety of needs. Her upbeat demeanor and humor always energized people around her. Students were eager to be by her and hear her laugh. In the classroom, Ms. Kay was a constant leader, a role model, and a student advocate who always wore a smile. We miss you already, Ms. Kay.
Cherie Larson, 25 years.
The principal at West Potomac said Sherry is fiercely protective of authentic learning for kids. Hilarious, always able to find the humor. Critically reflective of her practice, always wanting to be better. Thank you for your 25 years with FCPS, Sherry.
Lisa Leak, 25 years.
After 25 years of service, Lisa still considers teaching her dream job. Early in her career, there was a renovation at school, so she was in a modular unit outside that year. When finding out a student teacher was joining us, one of her students asked, "Will the person be a real teacher or a trailer teacher like you?" Ever since, Lisa has been happy to be an FCPS teacher, trailer or otherwise. Congratulations, Lisa.
Elaine Mazer, 25 years.
For over 25 years, Elaine was the librarian at Hunters Woods Elementary School. She had previously lived in Northern Virginia and moved back in 1997 and is still here. As a visual artist, Elaine was drawn to Hunters Woods, an arts and science magnet. Best wishes in retirement, Elaine.
Amy Monticchio, 25 years.
Amy taught Spanish for 3 years at Irving Middle School, served as an assistant principal at South Lakes High School for 4 years, and led Langston Hughes Middle School as the principal for the last 16 years. It has been her honor to work alongside some of the most caring and dedicated educators throughout FCPS and to impact thousands of children and families in Reston. She is forever changed for the better. Congratulations and enjoy your retirement, Amy.
Karen Sievers, 25 years.
Karen brings a sense of humor to every school and task she performs. She came into the county as a part-time ESOL, part-time first grade teacher, and will be leaving as a very experienced ESOL teacher. She was an ESOL lead for about 10 years and has seen the many changes in the school system along the way. She was always welcoming to new teachers, both to the school system and the school itself. Thank you for your service.
Our next reader is Grace Taylor.
And our next retiree is Myra Spoden, 25 years.
27 years ago, Myra was sitting at a restaurant bar, awaiting a very late client to arrive for a dinner meeting. She sat there reflecting upon her 15 years with IBM and had an epiphany. She thought, how did I end up in sales? I'd rather teach high school math. She gave notice shortly thereafter. She became a teacher and has loved every minute since. Congratulations, Myra.
Anna Stewart Swan, 25 years.
25 years ago, Anna left her position at GMU to become an FCPS early childhood special education teacher. After interning at Keene Mill Elementary, she accepted a teacher position. Later, she taught in the Early Childhood Resource Program, working with students and their families in their homes and community settings. Anna will miss her wonderful students, families, and colleagues, but is so excited for the new adventures that lie ahead. Enjoy your retirement.
Paula Treherne, 25 years.
Here are some meaningful student notes about Paula. I could see you care for your students and want them to do better. You do the impossible to make sure that your students are passing. Thank you for your time, your patience. Thank you for encouraging me, and thanks for caring about all of us. Every single day you inspire us. You really care about all of us, and it shows through how you teach with such passion. Best wishes, Paula.
Rose Wardlaw, 25 years.
A parent states, Miss Rose has been a Vienna icon. She welcomed our babies into elementary school within their first minutes of exposure at the bus stop. Little did they know that walking up those 3 steps brought them into her kingdom of love and responsibility. There was no better bus mom for our kids. We and thousands of other Vienna families are grateful for your dedication to our youth.
Mary Wilkinson, 25 years.
Miss Vicky wrote, "Dear Miss Mary, I wanted to let you know a few days ago I took a training class about how to use materials to work with special education children. I remember seeing you work with the children at Main Street Child Development Center. I wanted to take the time to thank you because from my observation, I learned from you. Congratulations, Mary."
And I have to apologize because for 26 years I've been mispronouncing this name, but it's Jamie Shanetta, 26 years.
All right, Jamie. In her 26 years, Jamie served at Holmes, Garfield, Holly, and Fort Belvoir schools. She was a science teacher, administrative intern, assistant principal, and a principal twice. She treasures those she worked with, including the MVP, who should always win the Region 3 Spirit Stick. That's right, Jamie. The Zeta Gammas and her closest friends who've been there through thick and thin, literally. She is endlessly proud of her family. She continues to be prepared to offer completely unsolicited financial advice to anybody. Best wishes, Jamie.
Maddie Fallon, 26 years.
Well, Maddie, one colleague said, "Maddie Fallon is the reason I became an administrator. Hearing about her experiences solidified my decision to join the ranks of lead Fairfax interns. Maddie has shared her joy, passion, and expertise with me and many others. All have had a blessing in working with her. Congratulations on your retirement, Maddie."
Tom Glenn, 26 years.
All right, Tom. Tom's son said, "My dad has positively impacted so many teens. Over 37 years, I've seen this as many students come up to him and tell him that he's their favorite teacher. Although he's known to be a tough teacher, he has the kindest heart because he wants all of his students to succeed. This passion for teaching is illustrated by his sacrificing his Saturdays at school, volunteering to help students. Thank you for your service, Tom."
Eric Haskins, 26 years.
In 1978, the future graduate of Stenwood Elementary School, Kilmer Middle School, and George C. Marshall High School moved to Vienna, Virginia. In 1997, a job opened as a lab supervisor for ACE, and then in 2005, he moved to information technology. For the last years, he has worked with ISA. An ACE teacher, student mentor, intern manager, Eric has had an awesome journey filled with incredible people. Congratulations, Eric.
John Holloway, 26 years.
All right, John. John is retiring from Fairfax County Public Schools after 26 years in the Department of Career and Transition Services. He served a population of special learners, toiling to inspire future generations to find their voice, embrace their uniqueness, and realize that their goals and accomplishments will run parallel to their ability to dream. Enjoy your retirement, John.
And we welcome our next reader, Gotham Sethi.
Our next retiree is Cindy Jeter, 26 years.
Cindy has worked for Deer Park Elementary for 26 years. In 1998, she began her career as an instructional assistant in the preschool program. After helping to design the new preschool playground, the principal thought she would make a great addition to the front office. Cindy started as an office assistant before becoming the administrative assistant and then the finance technician. She has also had the privilege of working with both of her daughters during her time at Deer Park. Congratulations, Cindy.
Orlando Lazo, 26 years.
Orlando's former supervisor, Principal Jamie Mears, said, I was fortunate to have Orlando Lazo as a building supervisor, a person of great character and amazing work ethic. He strived to have the Waynewood Elementary students, staff, and community that he served be proud of their school. Orlando, I wish you many years of restful and relaxing retirement. You have earned it and very much deserve it.
Ricky Madigan, 26 years.
Ricky, this is not on the official paper, but Miss Marilyn Jones says hello. During his 26 years in FCPS, Ricky would like to especially thank FCPS for recognizing his efforts and giving him endless opportunities to learn and advance. Though he can't wait to turn his time over to hobbies and devote it to his family, you have earned it, Ricky. Enjoy.
Vicki Nixon, 26 years.
Rose Moore, assistant principal at Holmes Middle School, said, when I met Vicki, I knew she would bring joy and positivity to my days. She walked into my office and went to sit down but missed the chair. Her vibrant laugh and ability to overcome kicked off our relationship. Through all the ups and downs teaching middle school, this characteristic has shone through and brought us both joy and friendship. Overcome and laugh it off is the trademark of Vicki. Best wishes, Vicki.
Adam Klein, 27 years.
Adam has taught or worked in Title I schools his entire career with FCPS. His last position was supporting teachers in the pre-K FECEP Head Start program. It has truly been a fulfilling experience, and he is looking forward to his next chapter in his life. We hope you enjoy retirement, Adam.
Anita Clayton Lockett, 27 years.
Anita began her journey teaching in a private school and was fortunate to continue her passions with FCPS. Throughout her career, Anita has left an indelible mark in the lives of countless students and colleagues. Her proudest achievements include inspiring students to find joy in problem solving through creative, engaging math activities, leading her department and CTs with distinction, earning National Board of Certification, mentoring college interns, and serving on the boards of NVCTM and VCTM. Congratulations, Anita.
Myrna Marrero, 27 years.
Mirna Marrero is grateful for her 27 years at FCPS working as a cafeteria worker. She enjoyed working at Herndon High School with the staff and students. Mirna spoke Spanish and frequently helped with the bilingual students. She also makes a beautiful fruit tray. Congratulations, Mirna.
Robin Chung, 28 years.
In 2006, Robin was asked to go to Chantilly High School to revive a library program. She accepted the challenge because she feels the library is the heart of the school. During her 17 years at Chantilly High School, she led a team that was able to increase individual daily library visitations from 5 students to more than 1,000 students, making Chantilly High School Library one of the most utilized libraries in FCPS. Enjoy your retirement program.
Terry Mason, 28 years.
Dr. Mason began her career as a high school business teacher in California in 1979. She earned her master's degree counseling certification in 1986. She became an elementary school counselor in FCPS in 1995, and in 1998 started at Hunt Valley Elementary School, where she served for 25 years. In June of 2014, she earned her PhD in counseling studies. Dr. Mason has loved being at Hunt Valley and will miss the students and staff. We'll miss you, Dr. Mason.
Our next reader is Douglas Tyson.
Y'all could have clapped a little bit more than that.
And our next retiree is Craig Herring, 29 years.
Dr. Craig Herring has been the principal of Whitman Middle School since 2017. He first joined FCPS as a mathematics teacher at West Potomac High School in 1994. He then went on to become the mathematics chair at McLean High School. In 2005, he got smart and became an administrator in FCPS's central office as an educational specialist. Then he became a coordinator. Then he became a director of curriculum and instruction before joining the staff at Whitman Middle School. We appreciate your service, Craig. Congratulations.
Alan Curran, 29 years.
In 1987, Allen and her husband visited Bailey's Elementary School. Flags from all around the world hung in the hallway. On the soccer field, parents cheered children in many languages. This magical place became their daughter's school and where she taught. The Bailey's Elementary team pioneered Spanish immersion, became Fairfax County's first elementary magnet school with conceptual units, student museums, and more. She could not have asked for a more consequential place to spend her career. Give it up for Allen.
Chris Lewis, 29 years.
Chris' connection to FCPS started with him being an FCPS student and a graduate himself. That's why Chris is so smart. He then became an FCPS teacher, parent, and ultimately a member of the IT staff. While his career may have begun teaching middle and high school, he continues today as a leader, Gotham said, in IT, making sure everyone has the right technology tools needed to create the conditions for students to thrive. Did you write that, Chris? Congratulations!
Barbara Melender, 29 years.
As a graduate of FCPS, Barbara returned to FCPS in 1994 as a kindergarten instructional assistant at Laurel Ridge. Barbara decided to apply to teaching cohort through GMU and was transferred to Spring Hill. She taught first graders at Herndon. In 2010, Barbara transferred to Lorton Station, where she taught first grade, then kindergarten. She feels blessed to have learned from so many teachers. She feels her greatest accomplishment was teaching kindergartners virtually. I bet you their parents believe that too, Barbara. Congratulations!
Gretel Rocha, 29 years.
Y'all stop trying to be louder than me. Gretel started her career at FCPS in 1994. She was able to work in all the different school levels, admin, office, and finally as the administrative assistant and finance tech, starting at the reception desk at Pemmon Hills Alternative High School, wearing different hats. Lunch serving lady, updating the 1010 regulation binders, and counting funds and inputting the information into the Manatee, what in the world is that? Manatee Finance Program, not the manatees from the sea. She has done it all, girl. Give it up for Gretel.
Maureen Boland, 30 years.
Oh, Maureen. That girl Maureen has literally spent a lifetime in Fairfax County Public Schools. That doesn't mean she was born in a school. Started as a first grader at Hunt Valley Elementary in 1974, and now finishing up her career serving as Rolling Valley's principal for the last 13 years. Along the way, Along the way, she has met the most amazing students, most caring families, and the smartest educator she has ever wished for. FCPS will always hold a place in her heart, and may we say, one of the best principals that Fairfax County has ever had. Give it up for Maureen.
Cindy Bruzzese, 30 years.
Woo! We getting into the real stuff now. 30 years. After 30 years of dedicated service, it is with mixed emotions that we bid farewell to Cindy Bruzzese. Since joining FCPS, she didn't bruise easy in the beginning when she first came, but now she does. Since joining FCPS in 1989, she has left an indelible mark on the lives of over 900 children at Virginia Run, West Springfield, and Crossfield elementary schools, instilling in them a love for learning and a desire to achieve their full potential. Her contributions to FCPS community will be deeply missed, and we all wish her the very best in her retirement years. Give it up for Cindy!
Lisa Felder, 30 years.
Lisa, I didn't know you was retiring. Lisa spent 30 years in our division, giving her heart and soul and mind and body to the students, staff, and leadership of Fairfax County. She has served a variety of roles across our division, from classroom teacher to literacy teacher to Title I educational specialist. She's smart. She has been a role model and a mentor to many, that's the truth, and thought partner to hundreds. That's the truth too, Lisa. The last 15 years of her career were dedicated to Title I schools, where her impact was immeasurable. Help Lisa to congratulate herself and collect her check. Go ahead, Lisa.
Ann Flanagan, 30 years.
Woo! Ann is seen as the child whisperer at Greenbrier West Elementary. She has shown such an incredible amount of love for our students, our staff, and our families during her 6 years working as a school counselor. Prior to working at Greenbrier West, she taught 5th grade, 1st grade, and worked as a school counselor for 24 years at Center Ridge. Ann has dedicated her time to working collaboratively with students, families, and educators to solve some of the most complex problems that there are in this world. Thank you, Ann, for your service. Give it up for Ann. Woo.
And our next reader is Noelle Klemenko.
I am not even going to try, so. Thanks for livening the show up, Douglas.
Absolutely. Our next reader is Dan Hale, 30 years.
Freshly graduated from college, Dan moved from Ohio to Virginia in 1993. From there, he joined FCPS and embarked on a career in elementary education for the next 30 years. He's worked with almost all grade levels and spent many years as the English counterpart to the 3rd grade German immersion program. His patience and kindness has a lasting effect on students and colleagues. Best wishes on your retirement, Dan.
Tanya Smith, 30 years.
Tanya Smith started teaching at Mark Twain Middle School, where she taught physical education. She transferred to South County in 2005, where she taught adapted PE, 9th grade physical education, and dance. She wrote and directed Black History programs and could be seen at most sporting events supporting her students. After 43 years of teaching, Tanya states that she will miss teaching, but is looking forward to being on summer break forever. We hope you enjoy your day, Tanya.
Dorothea Swaggart, 30 years.
Dottie started her first art portfolio at the age of 5 and started her teaching journey in Falls Church. She continued her love of art while graduating from James Madison University in 1973, and then with a master's degree from George Mason University. wrapping up her creative energies at West Springfield High School as a photography and art teacher has been a wonderful and engaging life experience. Thank you for your service, Dottie.
Dan Terwilliger, 30 years.
Daniel has spent his entire career in the Route 1 corridor and has loved every minute. He has met and worked with the best educators in the county, and his life has been enriched by the students he was lucky to work with. Best wishes in retirement, Daniel.
Julie Van Steenwit, 30 years.
Julie Ann was a preschool resource special education teacher out of the Lorton Center and Virginia Hills Center. This self-proclaimed bag lady has carried many toys and materials around to private homes, daycares, and preschools. She was also preschool class-based special education teacher at West Springfield Elementary School for 5 years. Congratulations, Julie Ann.
Jim Wright, 30 years.
Jim Wright has been an FCPS elementary educator for 30 years. He was a single parent when he started teaching and believes that gave him an insight into what students and families had to deal with. Jim's hope was to form personal relationships with students and their families, and he did just that. He says, "Don't be afraid to share with them your hopes and dreams, your joys and sadness, love and compassion." Thank you for your service, Jim.
Amador Diaz, 31 years.
Amador began his career with Fairfax County Public Schools in 1991 as a custodian at Flint Hill Elementary School, and he gradually worked his way up to become a building supervisor. He worked at various elementary, middle, and high schools throughout the county. During his time in FCPS, Amador worked hard and is proud to now be an FCPS retiree. Congratulations, Amador.
Ellen Fay, 31 years.
As a counselor for more than 31 years, Ellen has been an invaluable member of the Mountain View High School family. She has brought wisdom and compassion to every situation. Whether it's working with students, colleagues, or parents, Ellen could always be counted on to provide generous support and encouragement. We wish you all the best in your well-deserved retirement.
Wanda Holloway, 31 years.
Wanda is a proud graduate of Tuskegee University, class of 1981. Wanda has worked for the last 40 years in Alabama, New Jersey, Maryland, and of course FCPS, supporting students, families, and school communities in the area of special education. Through the years, she's witnessed many positive changes to support our special education students. It's been her honor to serve and support these very special individuals. Thank you for your service, Wanda.
Carol Larson, 31 years.
Carol Larson played a crucial role in shaping the lives of teachers and students for 31 years. Her impact started as a teacher at Poplar Tree. Carol's career evolved into administration as the assistant principal and principal at Deer Park, earning nominations as first-year principal of the year and Westfield Pyramids Principal of the Year. Her steady leadership and zest for teaching will be remembered by the many lives she impacted. Congratulations on your retirement, Carol.
Kirk Lyons, 31 years.
Mr. Lyons is a product of Fairfax County, from Canterbury Woods Elementary School to Lake Braddock High School and George Mason University, and then completing another 30 years teaching engineering and technology at Glasgow Middle School. The job performed required dedication and a fearless attitude. Thank you for your service, Mr. Lyons.
Our next reader is Sloan Presidio.
And our next retiree is Kate McLaughlin, 31 years.
Hey, you guys got to make some noise or I'm going to get Douglas Tyson back up here. So come on. These 30 years with FCPS shaped Kate from a classroom teacher to reading recovery teacher to a literacy collaborative coach and then back to the classroom. She knows, quote, students learn what teachers understand. It has been her privilege to learn alongside every student, colleague, mentor, and friend. Now, she is onward to learning in new spaces with new faces and new places. Enjoy your retirement, Kate.
David Morgan, 31 years.
45 years ago, David took 2 years of electronics here at Thomas Jefferson. He then joined the Navy and became an avionics technician on F-14 Tomcats. After then, yeah, that's right. After then working several jobs while earning his degree in electronics, he came to work at FCPS in field services and then spent 22 years as a T-Spec at Key Middle and Key Center. So today it's appropriate that his journey ends where it began, here at TJ. Congratulations, David.
Christine Shabika, 31 years.
Christine began her career with FCPS as a social studies teacher at Chantilly High School. She also taught at Lee High School, Lake Braddock, and Westfield High School. Christine started as an assistant principal at Stone Middle School in 2004 and has been in that same role at Rocky Run since 2017. Best wishes to you in your retirement, Christine.
Melissa Grant, 32 years.
In 1991, a farm girl drove over the mountains every day to FCPS to teach music. This amazing musical journey led her to seeing the very students in her classroom become performers and musical directors on Broadway. She has touched many lives of many students, so now she returns to the animals on the farm singing, quote, I've got spurs that jingle, jingle, jangle as I ride merrily along. Congratulations.
Valerie Johnson, 32 years.
That's what we're looking for. Keep it up. Valerie always planned to work in corporate America. However, things didn't turn out as planned. After college, she worked in management but didn't enjoy it, so she entered the University of Pennsylvania's graduate school and earned a master's degree, and the rest is history. From classroom teacher to mathematics specialist to instructional leader, she has ignited a love for math and students and teachers. She will use her amazing teacher skills to live out her purpose beyond the classroom. Enjoy your retirement, Valerie.
Jacqueline Knuckles, 32 years.
From a note, quote, as a parent of twins in Mrs. Knuckles' class, we have observed the care and gentle guidance she provides. We've witnessed firsthand how Mrs. Knuckles spends countless hours outside of the classroom to ensure she understands the individual needs of her students, encouraging their self-esteem. From a student's birthday party, soccer game, or playing strings with the students during an evening concert, she makes it known that no activity is off limits. Congratulations, Jacqueline.
Peggy Miller, 32 years.
Starting her career at Camelot Elementary and then moving to Laurel Ridge, Peggy had no idea she'd finish her career at Robinson Secondary. Over the years, she had the chance to teach students with a variety of disabilities and needs. It's been fun to have students in her high school classes that she taught in 3rd or 4th grade and to see their growth. Peggy looks forward to spending more time with family and traveling. Enjoy your retirement, Peggy.
Christine Apt, 33 years.
Christine began her career as a teacher in Fairfax in 1990 on the eastern side of the county at Walt Whitman Middle School and then on to Riverside Elementary. In 2003, she moved to Cole and Powell during their inaugural year. Christine has always taught in the upper grades, with 6th grade being her favorite. She feels extremely fortunate to have been part of this wonderful profession and will treasure all the memories made over the years. Congratulations, Christine.
Ann Donovan, 33 years.
Ann Donovan has been an educator for 34 years. In her 33 years here at FCPS at Terracet Elementary, Ann has educated numerous children with a variety of learning disabilities. She's always treated every child with dignity and love, and always finds a way to bring out the best of her students. Besides being an amazing teacher, she's also an incredible colleague, mentor, and friend. She will be missed.
R.L. Mirabal, 33 years.
R.L. Mirabal walked into Lake Braddock Secondary as a long-term sub on September 4th, 1990. In the subsequent 33 seasons as the artistic director of the Lake Braddock Theater, the program amassed, get this, 12 District 1-act play titles, 4 state appearances, the 2018 state championship, 109 Cappy nominations, and 26 Cappy awards, including the first ever award for Best Play. Mr. Mirabal has also spent 15 seasons as the voice of the Lake Braddock varsity football program. Best wishes to you.
And to bring us home this evening, our next reader is Nardis King.
I'm still traumatized by Douglas. And Dr. Reed, you never have to tell him to speak up again. This is, you know, right? All right.
And our next retiree is Douglas Westcott, 33 years.
Yay. Douglas comes from a family of educators and dedicated to, and he decided to start subbing. The words his father shares still hold true. You can show students you make mistakes, but don't apologize. Let them see that you are human and that you care, and allow them to decide how to respond to you. There's no guarantee that you have a perfect group of students, but you can certainly make a difference. We appreciate your service, Douglas. Congratulations.
Kathy Beatty, 34 years.
Kathy is finishing year 34 at Centerville High School. She began coaching the second year at Centerville was open. She went on to teach mathematics and the Teachers for Tomorrow for 27 years before moving into instructional coach role at Centerville. She was the finalist for the 2011 FCPS Teacher of the Year and the 2014 VCTM Mathematics Education of the Year. She is always and always will be a proud Wildcat. Congratulations, Kathy.
Kate Bilodeau, 34 years.
Katie's Crossfield family says, we cannot believe the time has come for your teaching career to be done. 34 years nurturing our future generation, you always showed up without reservation. You were the teacher many moms sought for their children to be taught. Every year you showered each one of them with love when each day was done. And while you will be missed at Crossfield next year, please know that so many hold you especially dear. Congratulations, Katie.
Faustina Yibowa Sechi, 34 years.
Faustina started her career at Glen Forest as a custodian, and in 1993 was promoted to assistant supervisor at Little Run, where she soon earned the building supervisor role. She has earned the Outstanding Performance Award, and under her leadership has led her team to earn several awards for their phenomenal work to keeping the school clean and secure. Faustina's contagious smile and genuine care for our students and staff will be missed. Congratulations on your retirement.
Lisa Diapolis, 35 years.
In 1987, Lisa came to FCPS to be on the same schedule as her children. Little did she know that it would turn into a 35-year career. She has spent years feeding FCPS students healthy, nutritious meals. She worked at several high schools as a central office kitchen manager, then as an operations specialist, coordinator of operations, assistant director, and now as the interim executive director for food and nutritional services. Congratulations, Lisa.
Pete Howell, 35 years.
Pete considers himself one of the lucky ones. A lot of folks don't really look forward to going to work every day. Pete loves his job so much that he has accumulated more than 1,900 hours of unused leave that you can donate to me if you need to, Pete. He has lived by the motto, he climbs highest that helps another up. George Matthew, Adam's best wishes to you, Pete.
Melissa Malum, 35 years.
Melissa has been teaching special education for 45 years. The last 35 years were with FCPS at Hayfield Middle School. A parent wrote a poem about Miss Malum to thank her for her patience, giving reasons and qualities that she felt make her a great teacher. Mom to so many, attentive to details, year-long commitment, love and logic, unbelievably caring, manager of monumental tasks. Melissa is ready to soar onto her next adventure. Enjoy your retirement, Melissa.
Jeanette Essig, 36 years.
Following a move from her native West Virginia, Jeanette began her FCPS career in 1987 as an elementary general music teacher, where she watched thousands of students grow from wiggly kindergarten students to confident sixth-grade musicians. Her work in instructional services has supported the development of many young general music teachers, including two of her very own former elementary students. Jeanette is grateful to have worked in a school system that values the arts. Congratulations on your retirement.
Susan Palatucci, 37 years.
Susan's husband says, during the COVID lockdown, it was my honor to watch her conduct her lessons in a makeshift classroom in the den of our house. It was incredible. She would often dress in costume and do puppet shows to keep her young students engaged online. This showed true dedication and love for her students and for the counseling profession. Thank you for your service, Susan.
Linda Robish, 37 years.
And last but not least, Linda began her teaching career with FCPS as a student teacher in 1980. She went on to teach deaf and hard of hearing students as an itinerant teacher, teaching hundreds of students at dozens of schools, every age, every grade level, from infancy to age 22. Linda says teaching isn't just what I do, it is who I am. And you know you've been teaching a long time when your first work site has been replaced by a historical marker. Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you, Dr. King. We do have a few more retirees that we would like to recognize tonight. Dr. Reed, will you join us at the stage podium again to recognize a few more of our retirees?
Thank you, Dr. Wilson. It's my pleasure, and I'm welcoming Mr. Marty Smith up to join me for this. We think it might be helpful to tag team these last three. So I think as we introduce the first of our last three, I want to share just what a joy it's been to have an opportunity to work with and support Dr. Amelia Mitchell. And we have a little bit of a walk-up song. Is that right? Dr. Fabio Zuluaga up. Dr. Zuluaga. I'll go. Dr. Zuluaga has been in education for 35 years, 10 years in Kansas City, Missouri, 11 years in Lexington, Kentucky, and now 14 years in Fairfax County. And aren't we blessed? I will tell you, Dr. Zuluaga has appointed more principals than anyone else in Fairfax County. So, you have something you'd like to add, Mr. Smith?
So, Mr. Zuluaga, or Dr. Zuluaga and I were hired as assistant superintendents at the same time, and I'm still here. So, I don't know what that means, but I'm still here. We're going to miss you. When Fabio first came to the United States, he started out as a secondary teacher. I think I've gone on here. He culminated his professional journey by being appointed as assistant superintendent in the best school district in the country, Fairfax County Public Schools. Fabio said, "I've had the incredible opportunities and gifts during my career for which I am very grateful. Some of the most amazing gifts have been given over the years have been the relationships I've been blessed to have with you all." And Fabio, thank you for the relationship that I've had with you.
And last but not least this evening, it's my grateful pleasure and bittersweet, heartfelt comments to announce our retirement of Dr. Frances Ivy. That's true. Thank you for giving me the, I get to give this to you because we're going to take a minute here. Dr. Ivy, I just want to say that the script, I'll read this in a second, but coming in as a new superintendent from the other side of the country, I was so warmly welcomed by Dr. Ivy, and it would not have been the year I've had if it wasn't for her. I just thank her from the bottom of my heart. So, Dr. Frances Ivy was appointed Deputy Superintendent in 2018. As Deputy Superintendent, she oversees all of Fairfax County Public School educational programs by providing direction and accountability for our 5 region offices. And they're assigned schools, ensuring appropriate and equitable educational opportunities for all students, and serving as a liaison between the superintendent's office and various FCPS constituencies.
Dr. Ivy has enjoyed numerous jobs in her 29 career in Fairfax County Public Schools, including 11 years on the leadership team, including her time as the Region 5 and Cluster 5 Assistant Superintendent. Prior to her leadership team assignments, Dr. Ivy served as the Director for Pre-K-12 Curriculum and Instruction in the Instructional Services Department, where she supervised the offices for Pre-K-12 core academics, early childhood, advanced academics, online campus, Office of Counseling, I'm not done yet, summer programs, and elementary and secondary school support. I think we did, yes. She also worked in school-based administration as the assistant principal and principal at Herndon High School. There was a time when Dr. Ivy, we were colleagues, then I was her boss, then she was my boss. So that's how it works in Fairfax County. And she served as special education teacher and department chair at Lanier, now Katherine Johnson Middle School, Chantilly High School, Stone Middle School, and Westfield High School. One principal noted, "I appreciate your calm manner, wisdom, knowledge, support, and concern for all students. You are a true leader who seeks paths for individuals to not only grow, but to blossom and flourish." Dr. Ivy leaves FCPS with a full heart filled with gratitude and appreciation. She's looking forward to expanding her favorite roles as mom, Gigi, and traveling with her husband, Charles. Now, I have a little story to tell about this. I was leaving work after a long day one day, and the elevator doors open, and her husband, Charles, stand up. The elevator doors open, and Charles is dancing like this. And he said, "It is date night, and I'm picking up my wife." So, Dr. Ivy, every night will now be date night, and we hope that you enjoy your retirement. Thank you for coming. And drive safely. Congratulations to all the retirees.